Hey, welcome back, vintage fans. Last week I told you I was going to talk to you about a tool that we came up with, specifically changing fork tubes. So there's a whole bunch of these KZ1000s out there, and a lot of them have been abused, left outside and stuff like that, and they get pits all over the fork tube. You can't change fork seals and keep these kind of fork tubes in there. It'll just cut the new seals up, and they'll just be a waste of time. But speaking of that, it's very hard sometimes to get this bolt out. And what I mean is, most of the time if you have a air gun or an impact driver, you can get that bolt out and it'll come out, but every once in a while you'll get a problem and the bolt will keep turning because the piston, this piston, just keeps turning inside. So back in the day, I came up with an idea, and here it is. So I got myself 5 feet of iron rod. I went to the hardware store, got a easy out. I welded an easy out on one end, chopped off a foot, made a T-handle on the other. My vise is set up here so that I can just about catch the brake caliper support. But all I have to do, there we go, break that loose. Now the piston inside's not turning because that easy out is up there holding it where it's supposed to be. Bolts out. There's the thing right on the end of the easy out. Now the fork tube comes right out. So pretty easy, pretty slick thing. Here's the deal. This tool works on probably, I know it works on 78 and up Kawasaki 1000s. It works for a ton of early mid 70s Hondas, Suzukis, and where if you have an earlier Kawasaki like Z1s, 73 through 77 1000s, this is the type of an end they have. And quite frankly, I'm just going to make up another one of these. I'm going to mill a slot in a piece of steel so that it catches the flats on that, as you can see, instead of having this big round hole. But you can always make up different tools to catch the piston on different things. But I thought that would be kind of interesting. I'm going to try to keep doing little interesting things like that I've learned over the past 40, 50 years of me playing around with motorcycles. And Olivia's going to give you a connection to or link to the fork tubes, because that's what we sell here. We sell these fork tubes for the 78 up. They're not the same as the 73 through 77, and there is a difference. All these fork tubes use this type of a fork cap with the 1/2 inch square recessed cap in it. So, hey, I'm glad I had the opportunity to give you a little bit of insight on one of the things that we do, and I'll try to come up with some other stuff for you next time. So, adios.